Cultural differences in global ERP implementations. Hi everyone, my name is Jacob. I have more than 25 years in the ERP space and 15 years as independent ERP advisor, working across Europe, the United States, and Asia. And there's one thing I've learned the hard way: technology never derails a global rollout, culture does. And that's exactly why I'm such a strong advocate for phase zero. That upfront strategy phase where you lay the foundation, build alignment, and understand the landscape you are about to walk into. Because if you skip the cultural part, you're building on sand. Let me share a few things I picked up working hands on around the world. Number one, adapt communication. Different countries and regions communicate in completely different ways. Some appreciate direct, straight to the point communication, others value a more indirect way of communication. Phase zero is where you map this. It's where you ask, how do people here communicate? How do they escalate? And how do they expect to be informed? When you tailor your communication to local preferences, your message doesn't just land, it connects. Number two, localize. Don't just translate. Translating training material is not enough. Localization means adapting examples, scenarios, and sometimes even processes to actual local business reality. I've seen countries ignore globally prepared training because it felt foreign. And I've seen adoption skyrocket once training was localized. Phase zero gives you the time and insight to do this. Number three, respect cultural business norms. I'm a big fan of the Dutch Gert Hofstede. He did tremendous work analyzing IBM back in the 1980s, and his cultural dimension still holds up today. My point is, you may want to study some of his work because it gives you tremendous good insight into cultures and how cultures think. Some cultures wait for leadership to decide, others expect teams to drive decisions themselves. In phase zero, you identify these differences early. It's not theory, it's the groundwork for trust and collaboration. Number four, tailor your change management. Some cultures love innovation, others are more cautious. Neither is wrong. But if you push change too fast in the wrong region, you create resistance. And if you move too slow in a fast paced culture, you lose momentum. Phase zero is where you define your overall high level OCM approach per region before the rollout starts moving. Number five, stay on top of compliance. Every region has its own legal and regulatory challenges: data privacy, labor rules, tax, finance, you name it. This is where local experts become your best friend. Bring them in early, not in testing, not in UAT, maybe in your phase zero, if that makes sense. Foster cross cultural collaboration. Diverse teams bring better solutions, better creativity, and better understanding. But that only works if people actually trust each other and communicate across borders. Phase zero is where you start building that bridge, creating a shared language, shared goals, shared ownership. Final thoughts. There's no one size fits all in global ERP implementations. But when you understand and respect cultural differences upfront during phase zero, you give the program the best possible chance of success. Technology matters, yes. Process matters, but people and the cultures they bring with them, that's where programs are won or lost. Thank you so much for watching. And remember, phase zero is where global success really starts. Wish you a nice day.